you know, you never know. Like some of the inane horseshit talk that has no direction or meaning.
Yeah.
Just kind of happens.
Just happens.
What was the off the air? Whose fault is it when two people don't speak?
When two people don't speak, like neighbors.
When one person looks, or two people have each other's phone number, and neither calls, but somehow you're not calling me.
Yeah.
I think it's an understanding. I think it's an energy that, you know, I think you just know. Both sides just know.
Who the one isn't speaking?
Yeah.
Because I certainly am not speaking.
There's no fault.
You don't start the
I have a neighbor.
process.
I have a neighbor that's a complete twat. But thank God he only comes to New York every once in a while. He's so rich that his apartment is just kind of a stopover. But when he's there about 3 or 4, times a year, he's the biggest fucking dick.
Yeah.
In terms of?
Well, how about when he's met me about 3 or 4 times, and I come out of my apartment to the garbage chute because I live in a building, and I'm in my home, so I'm really dressed the fuck down.
Nothing better than a garbage chute.
Yeah, and he'll look at me and go, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "What are you fucking talking about? I'm your neighbor, you cunt."
What do you say to him?
I didn't say cunt that time, but I said that time, by the way. I said, "I'm your neighbor. What the fuck's wrong with you?"
And then what does he do?
Oh. And then next time he sees me, he ignores me. I'm like, how are you ignoring me? We live 500 feet in the air together.
I'm so happy.
We're basically living in a cloud together. You can't fucking
Cloud
say hi.
City.
People don't understand.
I don't need a relationship, but you can't even say fucking hi.
People don't understand racism. There's not even. It's a class thing. Really.
Yeah.
It's like he's treating him like may
shit.
I help you?
You know what?
But Ope's like this white dude, and he's still like,
you know what?
Who are you piece of shit?
And I don't play this card often, but I'll play it for this scenario. He probably looks down at me because I don't dress the part. My fucking apartment is 3 times as big as his. This cunt. And I'm going to tell him next time.
The closet's like 3 times as empty.
I like going to the car dealership dressed as bummy as possible. There's nothing better than buying something and looking as unpleasing as you possibly can. It just makes me feel good for some reason.
Yeah, I get in situations
Sweatpants.
like that all the time because of what I look like.
Buy jewelry with a pair of fucking cut-off shorts. It's nothing better than that.
But you learn about a person, because I get blown off all the time because I don't dress the part. So they're like, he can't possibly afford anything in this store.
What happened at the fucking bank the other day to me? I walk into the bank and I'm pretty much dressed like I am now with my fucking militant jacket on and
like a fucking Wyoming
Yankee cab
militia guy.
Just a mess. Exactly. I'm a mess. But I'm going to the bank now to pull some cash out to pay some bills and pay some workers and shit like that. So I'm getting a nice chunk of change. And I leave my Escalade keys on the counter where you fill your paperwork out before you go to the teller. And this big fucking sassy black woman.
Here you go.
She's big and sassy.
Alrighty.
She comes over and she's like, anybody lose some keys? And I was like, and she comes up to me and she kind of shows them to me. I was like, and I tap my pockets and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, they're mine for the Escalade. And she goes, She goes, they'll be over here. And I'm thinking like, all right, they'll be over here, whatever. So I finish my transaction.
Oh, they made you go through some shit.
I go over. No, not even make me go through some shit. So I go, yeah, I need my keys. She goes, yeah, I'm with a customer. And she's with a customer, and I'm standing there now. And my keys are on the fucking desk. And I'm like, give me my fucking keys. But I'm waiting. I'm being patient. And then
why?
This
I
one
would
woman,
lose my mind. Why do you got patience?
Because I'm thinking there's some kind of like confirmation process that they can't just give keys to somebody.
Right. You thinking
I'm jumping through some hoops right now. But then the woman that I usually deal with comes over and she goes, Anthony, what's going on? I go, this woman's got my Escalade keys. I can't leave. So she goes, oh, I'll get them. So she goes over here and they start talking and she goes, oh, I thought you was kidding when you said that was yours. I'm like,
so she just lied.
I go, well, I'll tell you, I don't look like I'm dressed to drive an Escalade, but can I have my fucking keys?
There's an out clause for anybody that has responsibility for fucking up.
Yeah.
It's like something happened on something the other day. Somebody got fired or something. Or somebody got fired. But it's like I can't condone getting somebody fired, but you would like to once in a while.
Sometimes you'd like to, or at least get them really reprimanded.
Like one thing when I'm dealing with a person, when I'm not in front of them and I don't have ID, and I say what my name is, and they go outside of their pay grade to investigate that Patrice is a girl's name, and they go out of their way to just make life really miserable. And you just want to get one person fired once or twice in your fucking life. It'd be nice
just to be able to show them, look,
because that
maybe
girl,
next time you won't fucking do that shit.
She lied about I thought you were kidding. She dismissed you.
She did dismiss me,
and then played it like she lied, and you just want to catch her lying and get her in trouble a little bit.
And I'm standing there, she's not acknowledging me whatsoever, and I'm like, why would I stand here waiting for keys that aren't mine? Why aren't you inquiring like, oh, are these your keys? And there wasn't any criteria. And they know me in that fucking bank. I moved more money through that shit little fucking bank than anyone else.
Sassy black bitches don't ever get reprimanded, though.
Never. You can't reprimand them.
You can't. Sassy black bitches
you think I'm taking
don't
that
get
shit?
In trouble, man.
Because they got a lot of power. You can't find a lot of sassy black bitches.
Sassy black bitches.
So if you got one, you got to hold on to them and take care of them.
I ain't taking that shit from like the you.
They got rid of the cute sassy black bitch here.
Yeah, they got what happened?
She was cute too.
Yeah, she was. I like the girl at the front
I don't know what
desk
happened.
there.
I think maybe sassy black bitches.
Maybe she got a better gig.
Sassy's out.
I don't think
maybe she got a better gig. Sassy's out.
I don't think it is, because downstairs they got a couple. They got a sassy Puerto Rican, but y'all don't have to deal with the sassy security guard bitches.
I wouldn't even know how to talk to a sassy Puerto Rican. How do you do that?
There's a sassy Puerto Rican.
Is there a way to talk to a sassy Puerto Rican?
Sassy Puerto Rican girl.
I could talk to a sassy black broad, easy. But sassy Puerto Rican. I'd probably look like a fool. I'm not, But I feel like
I could talk. I'd look like an idiot.
I feel like I could talk to the sassy black broad.
I could talk.
But that sassy Puerto Rican, oh man, they could bring Mars in. That's a whole nother world.
Is sassy Puerto Rican?
Is there even a? I don't even know if there are sassy Puerto Ricans.
There are.
Where's Mars?
There's one downstairs. They got a sassy.
What
Puerto
makes
Rican.
her sassy?
It's a lack of happiness. That
he has an answer for everything,
and it's always true,
right there.
It's not just let me pull an answer out of my ass. It's like, God, that makes sense.
And this company wants to pay you what for a show? Get the fuck out of here! Patrice is the answer man.
It's just a lack. It's just like you're there and there's just no. You feel like there's absolutely. They know there's no consequence for being not attentive and not friendly.
Right.
There's a real technique to being friendly where you're not following me because you think I'm stealing and you're not treating me poorly.
Right.
The best service I've ever had in my entire life ever was in a gay supermarket in LA. On Santa Barbara.
What makes it a gay supermarket?
It was the Pavilion. It was absolutely
only sell
gay.
Zucchini,
and
carrots,
cucumbers.
Only hard
steak,
torpedo-shaped food.
Fucking hot dogs, bratwurst.
The pudding is hard and fish-shaped pudding.
Everything they sell is in the shape of a fucking torpedo.
Everything is frozen. All soft things are frozen.
The iced tea is dildo-shaped iced tea containers. The apples are carved into complete bowls. Just around. But it's like,
is that where we're going in society? You knew this was a gay supermarket?
Well, it was the Pavilion in Santa Barbara.
Was it in a gay area?
It was absolutely gay, but it was only. But it was such a great supermarket.
Oh, I'm sure.
That all the 85-year-old men with muscles that were with each other didn't bother me.
The old queens didn't bother you?
Did not fucking bother. It was the most magnificent experience ever. I said, sir, where's the grape juice?
Yeah.
The guy takes my hand, and we run over to the grape juice. he just brings me over to the grape juice, starts pushing my cart. It just was extraordinary.
It was almost like heaven.
That's great.
All the fucking checkout lines had somebody in there checking shit out. There was
every one of them. Not one person on break.
The nigga supermarket, it's 8,000 people and one person at the checkout line.
Excuse me.
And it's a black bitch.
I'm on my break.
And she mad.
I'm on my break.
You're going to be surprised it comes from me instead of Anthony, but what is it with black people behind the counters? Like at Starbucks,
it's just
I'm a
rude.
Starbucks guy, and there'll be 3 black people working the Starbucks.
Starbucks is different, though. See, like Starbucks don't let you be fucking black.
Nerdy black people.
No,
they don't seem to let nobody fucking
I don't see the
unfriendly. I've never seen unfriendly black people at Starbucks.
The line was getting completely ridiculous because out of the 3, only one was working, and the one was sort of looking at paperwork, and I'm like, there's nothing on that paper that's more important than this line right now. And then another guy finally comes out of the back all annoyed that he now has to, help cut down this line that's getting ridiculously
What, you
long.
want coffee, nigga?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
What,
I felt in the
want
situation where, like I was bothering them.
Bitch ass nigga want coffee.
Damn.
I felt
What
like
you want to be up for, motherfucker?
I felt like I was bothering them.
You up, nigga?
Next.
You want to be up?
What is that about? It was one situation. I don't see it all the time. I to be honest, but
I think it's a lack. It's you got to be your boss. I've run into like where it's the hood. It's the hood. Look, I got a car from the hood dealership.
Yeah.
The attitude, I think. Look, man, my mother is a hell she's a motherfucker shopping. I go shop with my mom's when she's in town, and I think she enjoys the war.
Oh, really?
It's
the battle.
And it's not black guys. It's just not, we don't cause problems. It's black women, and it's shocking.
Yeah.
My mother, and I'm going to speak because I love my mother, but
Sure.
she is brutal.
I'd love an example.
Dude, she makes people at Marshall's individually newspaper wrap plastic cups.
Plastic cups.
What?
Like when you're buying plastic cups, like when you buy fine crystal, they wrap it up in the paper so it doesn't clang together.
And if this was a white woman, you would wrap them up.
Right.
And why aren't there stronger plastic bags? I want to see.
Oh, shit.
I want to know why you have these plastic bags.
And what do you do?
And this was open, and I want you.
Do you stroll away, or do you just...
I go, mums. Mums. If it fucking breaks, I don't care. Look in the back. See if you have this same thing, but just from the back. Wow. My mother's brutal, but she's not brutal like super ghetto.
Yeah.
She's brutal like an old black lady that ain't taking shit.
Right.
But there's no shit to be tooken, so she just makes
she'll
shit.
make shit.
She's warlike. My mother's she's warlike.
Have you been in the situation with her where you get just mortified and embarrassed?
No, because my mom's is in her 60s and her feet are swelling up, and I don't even argue with my mom's no
It's
more.
like, just let her do it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. I respect and listen to my mother more now because I don't have to listen to her.
Right.
So now I kind of appreciate mums, but she's not even horrific because she talks to here's my mother does. She talks down to people. Like she's not like, what? Like if you watch that show Hardcore Pawn, if you ever see that show,
God, yeah,
where it's like, I have my granddaddy's watch. What can I get for it? Well, what do you want? $1,000? I'll give you $2. Fuck you and your mama, nigga. And she shits on the floor. The woman shits on the floor. I'll be back with my cousins. Shoot your Jew ass up, fag, bitch ass nigga. What you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do? Shit on the floor, wipe her ass, throw the shit tissue right on the window.
Holy shit.
Motherfucker, this my mama's watch. This shit worth more than motherfucking $2.
Holy shit.
My mother's more like,
that's exactly
she just makes you feel really bad. You know, she been through the fucking civil rights, so she just enjoys, especially white people, if she can talk down and to a white person and just make them work harder than they fucking need to. My mom's is just brutal with that shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a shit about nothing. Never gets embarrassed.
Yeah.
I go, Mom, and then she'll go, God bless her, she'll be aware enough to go, you think I'm just being too hard? I can't stop it.
Nah.
Mom, you know, sometimes.
You're just getting what what's yours.
But she's just, you go, yeah, she can have it now. But she's never been, motherfucker. But knowing my mother's always been a big black lady. Mm-hmm. There's something about, I think white men find them to be hilarious.
Hilarious.
And
that's
white
why they
women,
put them in movies.
White women find them to be liberating. Like where I've seen how white women, when I was younger as a child, would gravitate towards my mother because black women do shit like, talk to the hand and all that shit.
Be like, oh, yeah.
And white women go, that's right, go get him, Bertha. That's right.
Bertha.
Because black women walk in a room and they're having a meeting, like the bosses. Excuse me. Excuse me, bosses.
Yeah.
But somebody got my stapler. I know the bosses are having a fucking party in here. And then he'd be like, hey Bertha, they trying to make us work this Saturday. What? Ain't nobody working on no motherfucking Saturday. You tell them, Bertha, get us off on Saturday. It says here in the bylaws.
Oh shit.
Section 12, code 62. I ain't working on no motherfucking weekend unless I get double time. Double time. I get double time and a half, nigga.
You can't fire that person.
No, they never get fired.
God, they never get fired.
Because downstairs they know me. I've come in enough. I still have to go to the security.
Oh, damn,
so wait,
funny.
we've been here for 2 straight years. Let us just walk through at this point.
I still pull out my wallet, but the girl has my badge ready. She knows my name at this point.
Right.
I still pull my wallet out and my ID because I don't ever want to get caught out there comfortable enough to where she go, like where she the okie doke, where it's like, oh, you comfortable now.
Yeah.
ID, please. You know, like, it's like, okay, I know what you're doing. You're setting me up to be comfortable. I'm not going to play it. Every day I pull it out, and she gets frustrated almost that, you see I'm fucking asking you.
You're right. Yeah. You should do that.
But I don't want you to look at me ever and go and catch me, and then you trick me into thinking, oh, it's all comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not.